Let's go into the 2010s. I predict that there's going to be a lot of changes here.
This is what destroyed everything. So the 2010s, obviously, Tinder, Bumble comes out 2012. Well, Instagram comes out 2012. Tinder, Bumble, the iPhone 3 comes out. This is the biggest selling iPhone. iPhone 1 and 2 didn't do anything. I think Instagram had a part in that because people were still using Android.
The first iPhone was 2008, 2009. I think the iPhone 4, that was the big one. That came out 2010.
I think it was 3S, then the 4. So this is 2010 going into 2011, 12. So this is when most people are getting an iPhone now. They're turning in their Android. They're turning in their Palm Pilot and their BlackBerry. They're like, it's iPhone, right? So now we have
BlackBerries
apps.
are starting to die.
So now we have apps. And the apps work better on the iPhone than they do. So everybody's like, oh, let me see this, right? So Instagram's out 2010, 2012. Tinder. This is hookup culture. So hookup culture for people, many people were born in hookup culture. Hookup culture is brand new, 2012. You can swipe, swipe, swipe. You're not a loser too much anymore for joining Tinder, although people, if you met a girl and then you met her family down the line, you would never say, hey, I met my girl on Tinder. You probably would like, I met her at a coffee shop. It still was passe. But now women can reach. The woman that is considered 4, 5, 6, and 7, she can reach six-pack ab, muscle. She can reach a guy, and she would hook up with him. She wouldn't want a relationship with him. She's just trying to get her rocks off underneath. Then she would go find beta man.
So basically this like whole social circle circumference game that they had to adhere to avoid being shamed in the 90s. In the 2000s, that's gone now. It's now gone. That anonymity is finally here that they've been looking for.
They got anonymity. They could just do under the cover at night. 9:30, meet somebody on Instagram, meet somebody on Tinder, come through. Now, women will blame the men for this, but I'm telling you, it was them doing this whole thing where they can get their rocks off and, get the sex that they want. Get choked, hair pulled, all the dirty shit that they're watching. Now, women are more likely to consume porn at this point because if you were a guy in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, and you bought a Playboy magazine, women are like, oh, you one of those guys. Now women want to be Playboy models. Now you're seeing model mayhem, and a lot of the women wanting to be models now, and they're saying they want to be models, and you're like,
what the hell?
I think they had a show on E! With Hugh Hefner, and he had 3 girlfriends. Now the women are like, we like that. Paris Hilton's out. We like that. We want to be her. So now they're wanting to be this, exploring their sexuality a little bit more, being sexually free.
When did Kim have the sex tape again with Ray?
Kim, that was probably late 2009, 2007.
Yeah, like 2007 around there.
But Paris Hilton was before that.
Yeah. So would it be fair to say that like this hookup culture like began basically in 2010, where women were now indiscriminately, well, they're discriminate, but to a degree,
right?
Where it's like mass, where they're starting to hook up with guys.
They're exploring their sexual freedom.
Because I remember it would be on reality TV a little bit. Like I remember like Jersey Shore and The Real World and all this stuff. Like you would see hookup culture there.
Yeah.
But maybe that was something reserved for television entertainment. Now you're saying now we're saying like normies are doing it now.
The normal woman is now going, I want to get my hair pulled.
Gotcha.
Where before it was like a type of woman. So the woman can say, there's good girls out here, but now the normal woman's going,
gotcha.
I'm going to match with this guy. He's just going to come through, beat the brakes off of me, and then go. But sex was more free. I think it was like 60s free love. Hookup culture was free love, right? It allowed an opportunity for regular women to find the guy they want to bang, the dangerous guy, the bad guy, but not put relationship restrictions on him.
Okay.
At the same time, she's dating me, you, and telling us we need to date them, wait 90 days, want to get married. So she's playing both sides.
So women are also starting to date multiple men now. They're having rosters.
They got rotations and
now
rosters.
They're getting rosters.
Yeah.
Versus they couldn't do that before.
They would lose
because the social circle would find out.
Everybody would find out because I could be like, go to church. Hey, what about Tiffany? Oh man, don't mess with Tiffany. Right now, Tiffany could be out there over here and then also dating over here.
So what would you say? You mentioned a bunch of different dating apps, social media, whatever. But what do you think was the biggest contributor to the hookup culture that began in the 2010s?
Tinder and Instagram. But Instagram wasn't what it was today.
Yeah.
Instagram was a photo filter app.
What about Facebook? Because Facebook is still popular at this point. But would people use it for?
Facebook is a facade. People want to put their best. So people wasn't out there hoeing on Facebook.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you might cheat on your wife on Facebook.
It's more family.
It's more family oriented. I'm a good person. Here I am.
What about MySpace? Because MySpace was a thing
Well,
too.
MySpace and Black Planet was a thing. Yeah, that was a thing.
Black Planet?
Yeah, it was called Black Planet. Yeah, back in the day. That was now Black Planet. See, can I go even further than this?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't even know what the hell is Black Planet.
Whatever the black community does, the greater society will do 5, 10, 15 years down the line.
Yeah.
So the debauchery started with black people on Black Planet. That came out of Freaknik. So Black Planet was a place where the was on.
Okay.
And MySpace was kind of right around the same time. So, but you still weren't really meeting a girl on MySpace and banging her.
Got it.
It was just some girl out there going,
just chatting.
Yeah, you just chatting with her, and you really wasn't like, okay, fly out, drive out. I'm gonna go see you. She was just a woman out there. Whereas in 2010, 12, 13, Instagram started to become before. And a lot of you guys don't remember this. There weren't celebrities on Instagram.
No, there
Okay,
weren't.
it was
Right.
There were Instagram celebrities. There were people that were popular.
Popping.
They started getting popular on Instagram. Celebrities still were like, "Oh, speak to my publicist."
Right.
They would go out and get a paparazzi.
That's a very important distinction.
Very.
That you this whole internet influencer was not a thing.
Nah.
It wasn't real.
Nah.
Like you're right. Like the real celebrities were your traditional celebrities.
Yep.
that-
Personal trainers.
Yeah.
It really like girls weren't dotting. I think at the time it was the whole duck lip.
Yep.
Like there were those girls.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see women getting attention doing, scantily clad, like it's kind of, today it would be innocent. Like you're like, that's what was pop. Yeah, but women started to get a little bit more, like women had to be doing something. They had to be a personal trainer, scantily clad. They couldn't just be like this.
Yeah.
But that changed, 2017, 18.
You know what we'll do? We could do that because the 2010s are so goddamn revolutionary for dating. We can go from 2010 to 2015, then up to 2020.
Real
So,
quick.
oh god.
Lomas D12 says 2012 was the beginning of the end for dating.
It was pretty much. You could just say that was the year it was done.
Okay. So, hookup culture was the defining situation. All right. So now we're in 2015. Trump is about to run for president. So, what are some of the differences now at this point in 2015?
I think by that time, celebrities are on Instagram. So now this is the blue check mark. So now if you don't, you know what I mean? So now if you don't have a blue check mark, you shit out of luck. And how do you get the blue check mark? How do you get a major following? Instagram, like it's hard to build your Instagram following if you're not a celebrity.
Yeah.
So
now this is the rise of internet celebs now.
Internet celebrity.
So I remember when I came to the space, people said Instagram's not a dating app. You're crazy. You're trying to sell a course. I'm like, no, this is the new matter for dating. And it's funny because the blue check mark meant something back in the day.
It meant something.
It meant you're an actual celebrity, verifiable.
The legacy
and
check.
this is actually you.
Yep.
Nowadays, what is it? It's a statement to say I can buy it. That's pretty much it.
And guess who was mad at that?
Celebrities.
They were mad because now we can put ourselves on par, and their check doesn't mean anything anymore because I can pay.
I'll be honest, bro. Me and him both had legacy verifications. We were pissed.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like, what the fuck,
There you
bro?
go. Yeah, because now I can get in.
Yeah.
And be like, because I think I was contacted. How do I get a blue check mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Because
only
they were hard to get, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like,
dude,
it's very hard to get.
Back in the day, you needed a publicist or you needed a bunch of articles with a bunch of press to get that actual check.
For real.
Nowadays, you just pay what, $12?
$12 a month, you get a check. Yeah, exactly.
Done.
So, but
I was pissed.
right. Because you paying a lot of money to get it.
Yeah, because I had the real check.
Work.
Yeah,
yeah. So
you needed like press or like actual articles and shit like that. And dude, I had like so many articles of them talking shit like Fox News, misogynist, whatever the fuck.
Right. So that's how you get verified. But today you don't have to do that.
don't have
But
to do it
back
now.
in 2016,
And Vine was huge too. I forgot to mention this.
Vine, yeah.
Vine, like a lot of these like big celebs that we have now, internet celebrities.
Yep.
A lot of them start like
They
the
were
Logan
Vine.
Pauls, etc.
they were Viners. Yeah, they were Vine. Vine was big.
To our point, Lomas super chat again. He said only NBA players can get girls on Instagram. Every girl I message on Instagram ignored me.
Well, who is Lomas? I don't know who he is.
You ugly nigga, man.
You're right. Exactly. Let me tell you
I don't know
something.
what to tell you. You probably ugly nigga, bro.
What Fresh was talking about. Fresh said Instagram is the #1 dating app in the world.
100%.
It's the #1 dating app in the world. It trumps any of them by far. Now the problem is we're talking about monetize now. You're gonna have to have some lifestyle money to be able to very much do well on Instagram or be fit.
And for us as men, it's competition. No matter where you look, okay, who is the best man that I can find in my area to date? But Instagram is worldwide now.
Yep.
So you're competing against Odell Beckham, a Drake, a Future. It's like, bro, these niggas got the majority of women feeding after them. and you're a regular guy with a regular job posting selfies in the mirror, like, huh.
So would you say?
What you gonna do?
Go ahead.
But you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
Where guys don't understand, Drake will fuck a 5 in your area.
Bro.
Right.
Thank
so,
you.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
bro.
but you're looking at her saying, she ain't
We
all
got a
that.
5 right now that we're gonna put on camera soon.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a video react to after this, guys.
Coach, hit me. Yo, coach, that's genius.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Niggas be like, oh, bro, I only fuck baddies, I only fuck 10s. I'm like, really? Let me see your 10. Oh, nah, bro, nah.
Right.
But then when you go actually see them in person, bro, they're fucking 4s or 3s.
That's the other thing.
But then
Yeah.
they see you, oh, I'm gonna hit on this nigga. Oh, she's a 5 or 6.
Right.
To bring you down.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah,
no,
right.
nigga. Come on, man.
Exactly.
They be capping, bro.
Exactly.
It's funny,
Yep.
though.
So now we're in 2015. So in 2015, you're saying we're starting to get the shift in the rise of the e-celebrity.
The e-celebrity.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Vine at this point is like, was Vine still around 2015? I think it had just
started.
Just started, I believe.
I thought-
It might be started phasing out.
Yeah, I think it started because I think it came out 2013ish.
Yeah.
and then it's maybe started phasing out.
17, 18. I think Twitter
Okay.
bought it at one point.
Yeah,
if I'm
but
not
Instagram
mistaken.
is mainstream now. Everyone got an Instagram.
Everybody got it. Right.
You don't got an Instagram? What the fuck's wrong
yeah,
with
like
you?
what? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're banned, so yeah.
yeah, I would say we're banned now. Maybe we'll come back, but yeah, at this point, so you're starting to see Instagram. Like, if you don't got Instagram, people look at you like you're weird.
Right.
So we start to see the rise of social media. What else do you think? I guess from 2015s. Well, actually, you know what? Compare and contrast it to the 80s and 90s.
Okay, so now let me
There
tell
we
you
go.
something.
Yeah.
A woman could not get married. Like that could be her goal. She can push off. She can say, hey, I got my 20s. I'm gonna live out my 20s. I'm gonna have fun. You're starting to see this fly out element where people are going to Dubai. Oh, where are they going for? Now we know they're getting doo-dooed on, right, by a sheik. But for the most part, women are looking at it like, I have extended life. The options just aren't in front of me anymore. And for men, you're seeing that men are going, okay, I don't have a blue check mark. I don't have a physique, 6-pack abs. I don't have, a nice car. And we're seeing women give these guys attention. And we're seeing men going, I can't compete with that. So this is the whole 80-20 rule being lived out in front of everybody. But hookup culture is going to start to phase out at this point. So I would say hookup culture really only lasted really till about 2020, COVID. So 2012 to 2020 was hookup culture where you could be like, I'm getting sex for free.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Now let's get into 2020 now.
2020.
Because this is also a big shift from the.
Yep. So you got COVID. Everybody's at home.
Yeah.
They're on their phones. They're on YouTube. They're on social media.
Dating
media
app had a huge jump and social. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything's going crazy. You start people. Well, COVID, you start seeing women more latch on to try to get a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because they're at home more. They want somebody. I call them a quarantine boo.
Yeah.
Right. They can quarantine with some dudes, but at the same time, you're also seeing women still out there, using their 20s to fuck around.
Yep. And hustling and monetizing.
And hustling and monetize. So now we got
because a lot of them lost work.
Yes, they
like
lost
a lot
work.
of these women that were like bartenders or like strippers or any of this stuff where they like monetized their beauty.
Yep.
And they had to go somewhere to do it. Now they don't have a job.
Now they have a job. So now OnlyFans started 2016, but it still was like
I would say sugar dating became huge too at this point.
So at this point, now they're overtly sugar daddying. It was like a joke before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me a rich guy.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing them do it. So seeking arrangements is 2018, 2019. Women are losing their jobs, young women. They're not going to school because of COVID. So now you're seeing it overtly being lived out. So I call it the monetized dating marketplace right around COVID.
Also, back then, there were scouts going to strip clubs, going to clubs, trying to find girls that were working. So you know what? Stop this shit. The OnlyFans, I'll manage you.
Oh, wow.
Constantly.
Oh yeah, the rise
on
of
that
OnlyFans
side.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
rise
point.
of
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
A lot of
Yeah.
people forget that OnlyFans has been around since like 2016.
Yep.
But it became huge in 2020
And COVID.
because all these girls that made money being bottle girls, strippers, dancers, everything else like that. Now they're like, damn, I need to make money, so they get on OnlyFans. Like every dancer, every stripper did OnlyFans.
You had to.
They
I
didn't
mean,
have it-
because
yeah.
you don't have any means to be able to go out there
couldn't
and
do
earn.
nothing.
So you got a sugar daddy, you got OnlyFans. So now what happened was guys started to see it. At this point, we're popular. You're popular. You're flowing, right?
Yeah.
At that point, we're already doing this type of content. We're exposing this.
YouTube
right?
was huge too. Like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
basically, I would say 2020 was a turning point where a lot of people started to shift to watch their favorite content creator versus television.
correct.
Like we started to see the mainstream media die a bit. Trump had already been doing this too, calling it fake news for
Fake
4
news.
years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So we're starting to see the rise of independent media. the rise of people using the internet and watching their favorite influencer versus like television.
Yep.
But yeah, sorry, continue.
Well, I remember I went to right when COVID hit. My channel's already I'm over 100,000 subs.
Yep.
But I'm going to Best Buy during COVID, and people are buying lights, cameras, microphones. So people becoming influencers.
Yeah.
Women, men, couples, families. So everybody's TikTok is now gaining traction. So now people want to be. Now you're a celebrity.
YouTube became super because like I remember like dudes used to just record with their iPhone and put videos up on some bullshit. Bro, if you try to do that shit now, like, and you're new, if you're already in the game and you could get away with it. But like, let's say you're new and you're just making a channel, bro, it ain't gonna cut it. You just sitting there with your phone.
I remember at Best Buy, we used to go buy cameras back in the day. It was
so competitive.
Sold out. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, hold on. Camera sold out, lights sold out. How's this possible?
How?
I want to be a creator.
Everybody started creating.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, bro, during the like, I couldn't get a fucking
you couldn't get roll mics.
You couldn't get roll mics. You couldn't get cam links. Cam links. I remember.
Links, that's right,
bro.
Yeah.
So for everyone watching this, right, if you want to stream, one of your best friends that you're gonna need, if you don't have a switcher, which most people don't use switchers, that's a bit more sophisticated when you got multiple cameras.
Yeah.
But what you would do if you have one camera and you're streaming, you use a cam link, and that cam link, what it basically does is it connects your computer to the camera. And I will never forget, Elgato had these cam links, bro. They were selling them for like triple the price because you couldn't get it. And then the lights, the lights, you couldn't get those either. Elgato lights.
Yeah, remember the Elgato lights?
You couldn't get those.
You couldn't even get them. I had to buy like 5 of them at once,
bro.
Yeah,
because now you guys are bringing back like memories. Because at this point, I remember I had to buy all the equipment for the studio when we did our studio,
right.
And I remember everything being hard to find and expensive. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, you're right, because you're starting to see people get into being in content creation, and then also you're starting to see like television companies, news broadcasters, etc. They're getting on YouTube now.
So
they're not.
I don't know if you remember that YouTube around 2019 tried to sell out all the YouTubers.
What was that, the apocalypse, or this was before our time?
Yeah, it was after the apocalypse. But what happened was, like, Jimmy Kimmel and all of these corny ass people, YouTube started to favor them right before COVID. So YouTube was like, hey, the mainstream people want to be over here. And then right before COVID, all those people, like these late night show guys, they started Trevor Noah.
The fucking bitch ass liberal South African,
right. So these people started to get on YouTube. But what happened was COVID hit and shut down their production because they would just shoot it from their studio.
And they're in LA.
And
they had the worst restrictions.
So now YouTube had to pivot back to Kevin Samuels. They had to pivot back to the regular YouTubers.
Yep.
Because they was ready to sell us out. I said that in 2019. They was ready to sell us out to the mainstream.
Good point.
Wow.
But then COVID hit, and then
they're all based in LA, and we know LA had some of the most severe restrictions and lockdowns.
Exactly.